Hey there guys. So I'm here with another video today and I wanted to make this really quick but really just talk about what should you text to new leads that come in and how can you increase your probability that you can actually turn these leads into paying clients, into jobs really, but thus paying clients. And what I want to make sure, or sorry, before I even go in, I want to make sure that I make it clear that this isn't necessarily a text message marketing strategy, meaning if you have a bunch of phone numbers and you want to send like a text blast to all of them to promote some type of campaign, this isn't what this video is about. This video specifically, if you have some type of system to where you're getting phone numbers from leads and you want to text them to follow up. And by the way, I like this strategy because oftentimes calling numbers, nowadays people aren't going to pick up the phone from a number that they don't recognize, especially if you're not following up with these leads super quickly. So basically after 10 minutes pass and they get a random number calling them, their chances of picking that up becomes significantly less. Anyways, the campaign structure. So we're going to start off with the ad, right? That's obviously what people are going to click on. Now, obviously, this is an example of a Facebook ad. However, this could very much so apply to any type of online advertisement. So Google pay-per-click ads, Facebook, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, doesn't really matter. The same process is going to apply where people click on the ad. They get brought to some type of lead capturing form, ideally a landing page or some type of native lead form, and people are going to enter in their information. So basic information, name, phone number obviously, and then email address. And as you can see on the top on the right, we're having this simultaneously uploading into a Google Sheet as well as being texted to the client's phone. So the Google Sheet is optional. I definitely recommend it. But the phone at the bottom, so you as the business owner, you are going to receive these leads texted to your phone. You're going to hold on the number on your cell phone to open up, the send message portion and then click on that to text these leads. So that's how this works. Now, it's important to note that we're not trying to automate anything here. So there is a time and place for automated text messaging. If you've ever recently had like a doctor scheduling appointment, or sometimes you'll get a text from them saying, hey, it's been a year since your last checkup. Reply 1 to so-and-so number to schedule your appointment. Things like that. Like I said, there is a time for that, but this is not what this video is about. So in other words, we're not going to do any copy and paste texting. This is going to be very individualistic, very authentic. Also, it's important to understand that you need patience, meaning if you're not a big texter, I get it. It can be kind of hard sometimes when you send a text to people and you're going back and forth with a potential client for, several hours if they take a while to respond, but you just got to embrace that and realize that, you're following the person, and based on what their responsivity seems to be like, you got to match that. Also, talk to them like a casual human. So it goes without saying, but if as long as you're not automating this process and making it very authentic, you're pretty much going to have that handled anyway. So let's jump right in. Let's show some examples of what this looks like. So two different people. As you can see on the left and on the right, I'm doing the same thing where I'm addressing the person. Hey Santosh, hey Alicia, it's Evan from so-and-so cleaning service. Now what I even like to do is I like to split up the initial conversation into two texts. So instead of saying, hey, it's Evan from so-and-so, I saw you're interested in whatever the offer is, I like to split it up into two just to show them that this isn't automated, that I took the time to individually type this out. I don't know if it actually resonates with these people. I would think it makes some type of difference, so I would recommend doing that. And then as you can see, I didn't push for the sale yet. The first two messages I said is just, hey, I'm going to introduce myself. I saw you're interested in so-and-so. I leave it open-ended. Oftentimes they're going to come back to you with saying like, hey, yes, I'm interested. Sometimes, as you can see on the left, they'll type in a long paragraph and jump right into it. They want to know the information right away. But I would say 80% of the time it's going to be more so on the right, where they just sort of talk to you slowly and, they're not like over persistent at first. So then you basically just kind of match that, and, rather than push straight for the sale, what I like to do is I say, hey, we have some availability coming up this week, but do you have any particular days that work best for you? So again, I'm leaving it open-ended. I'm not giving them an opportunity just to say, hey, we're open this Friday, does that work for you? And they say no, and then you're like, okay, what about next Monday? So I like to leave it a little bit open-ended. And oftentimes what you're going to find is as you do this, they start to come back to you and asking questions naturally, which is exactly what you want. So you want them to ask you questions. And this is important because think about it, if we just sent them a copy and paste text, the first one where it's this long strip of text saying, hey, we're so and so cleaning service. We saw you opted into the offer. These are availability dates. What we'll need to know first is, do you have any pets? How many floors your home is? How many bedrooms? Do you have any special requirements? Also, we'll need to know your address. Not many people are going to reply favorably to that. Even if they do, they're probably going to have questions even interacting with that, which ultimately means that lead is going to be either unqualified or just not likely to follow through. So this is why I love, just going back and forth with them. It cuts out all the guesswork and it makes it, like I said, much more authentic, much more likely that these people are actually going to turn into jobs. And then after they ask about 2 or 3 questions, that's usually when I'll just go straight for the push for the sale. Basically, I'll say, okay, let's do this. I'll schedule you for whatever time, whatever they agree to. Let me just know what your address is. They'll send over the address, and then boom, you got a new appointment. So that's really it, guys. Hopefully this has been informative. If you're currently using an SMS system to have leads texted to your phone, definitely give this a shot. And I guarantee you'll see great results with it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care.